Hi Posies, welcome back to the channel. I wanted to give a life update because I've been posting, but it has been a minute since I have given you guys an update on like the current things with me and the business. All of my videos in December were scheduled and pre-recorded, so all of the stuff that happened in December I haven't been giving you a lot of updates on. I gave a little update in the community section on my YouTube channel a couple weeks ago, just a little bit about my health and why I wasn't answering comments and stuff, but it was a bit more, quick and vague because I was sick. And if you read that, you would have known that I was in the hospital and I was sick, and I was going to be resting for a little bit. So I wanted to give you guys a little bit of an update on where I've been. So yeah, as I'm filming this, it is Thursday, January 2nd. So about November 25th, I started not feeling well. What had happened, why I had surgery, was I got a abscess that was badly infected, and I went to the hospital to have a surgery to get that drained and taken care of. But this started November 25th. About that time it started to come on and I started to not feel well. I didn't realize it was going to get so bad, so it went on for a couple weeks before we went to the doctor and got everything figured out. On November 25th I started feeling bad, and also on that day my dog Demeter, if you have been watching the channel from the beginning, you know that I have two pugs, one named Demeter, he was our male pug, and one named Dottie, our black female pug. So we call him Mita, that's his like little nickname, but he had started getting sick again. We had taken him to the vet earlier in November because he was throwing up, and they gave him medicine and stuff, and they said if he throws up again, if he starts feeling bad, you need to bring him back because he shouldn't feel like that anymore. So he started getting really sick and started not eating, and if you know him, you know that he loves to eat, and him not eating was a really bad sign. So we got him to the vet. They let him stay at the vet. He stayed at the vet for hours on fluids and different things like that, and his condition went down really fast. And on November 27th, it was about 4 o'clock when the doctor called us and said, we've done a lot of tests and we don't know what's wrong, so we're going to take him to surgery and open him up and see what is going on. Then she called maybe like 10 minutes later and said that he had a pancreatic tumor that was wrapped all around his intestines and stuff like that, and we shouldn't wake him up because there was nothing they could do to help him. So yeah, on the day before Thanksgiving, probably around 4 or 5, we had to put him down, and we went to pick him up, and he is now buried in our backyard. We went to North Carolina to spend some time with family, which helped, but we were all very upset because I know some people have different thoughts about their pets, but our pets are like our babies, so we were devastated. And our little dog, Dottie, she's 1 year younger than him, and when we got her, he was already here. She has been having a hard time too. She's never been really left alone in the house, and she really hates it. When we come back, she screams and cries, and we don't leave her for long. We try not to leave her for long, but if we leave for even 20 minutes, she's really upset, and she searches the house for him, and if you say his name, she'll like pop her head up and start barking, and she's really upset, and of course all of us are upset. And there was nothing we could do, but it really sucked because in hindsight, we now know that he was struggling with this for probably about a month, and he was in quite a bit of pain. I'm gonna give a little bit of the symptoms so that if you have a dog and you see some of these, I don't know, maybe they like to get little walks. They're pugs, they can't breathe well, so their walks are very small. But they would walk around the house, a lap around our house, and they would get tired. Well, he stopped wanting to go on walks at all. He would just try to get a treat, and he didn't want to go take a walk at all. And we just thought, oh, he's getting extra lazy, he's getting extra fat, because he acted normal otherwise, he just didn't want to take that walk anymore. And he also, in the end, he didn't want to lay on his stomach, because of course that was probably putting pressure and hurting, but he would just lay on his back with his paws up, and that was the only way he wanted to sleep. And he also did this thing where he would like stretch his neck really weird as a sign of like, it's a way to help nausea. We looked up and that's what it said. So those are some of the things that he did, and we don't, sometimes you just don't know, but he was 4 years old. He turned 4 August 12th. So yeah, I've shown them both on some of my videos, like I washed them in one of my videos. I've had little pug time here and there. But yeah, so we lost him on November 27th. And it was just a bad week. Like, that was a bad week. I was getting sick during that week. And it was the holidays. He died. We were really busy. It was just not a good week. By the 30th, by that Sunday, I was basically like laying in bed all day. Couldn't do anything. I tried to call the doctor to get an appointment on Monday, but they were busy, but I got an appointment scheduled for Tuesday. I went to the doctor's office and she looked at the area and she said, I'm gonna send you to a surgeon. That Thursday was my appointment with the surgeon, and at that point, in a day, it had grew maybe like the size, I don't know, it was huge. It was really bad. It was really painful. I was basically bedridden, couldn't sleep, nothing helped, and I was really miserable. But he looked at it and he said, no, we're gonna do a direct admit to the hospital, and we're gonna do this in the OR. I'm not gonna do this here. You're gonna be put to sleep, and we'll see if you need to stay the night. Later that day at about 5, I had the surgery. It went well. It hurt afterwards, but they gave me pain medicine. I did spend the night, and honestly, that was some of the best sleep I had had in days, because at that point I couldn't sleep at all, and I was still in some pain because I had just had the surgery, but it was nowhere near how bad it was. So then I was discharged Friday, and I just rested, and I was sent home with some medicine and I was okay. And then Monday came around. I had the surgery on Thursday, and Monday was a follow-up appointment, because with a abscess, what he did was he opened it, he drained it, and scraped the cavity out, which he said the cavity of my abscess was about like that big, and he said it was a pinky deep. So it was huge, but he said for an abscess like that, you can't stitch it up. You have to pack it and let it heal from like the inside out and let it fully close, otherwise it will fill up within the day. So on Monday, I was gonna go and they were gonna take packing out, but since the cavity was so huge, they had to put so much packing. He measured about this much. That was, out of the whole experience, weeks of having the abscess, the surgery, taking out the packing, is the worst pain I've ever experienced. That was awful. I was in a lot of pain. It was not good. I had another appointment later in the week, which was not as bad, and ever since that appointment, everything has been pretty good. I've just been healing, resting, fine. I had a doctor's appointment today, a follow-up. What he did today was he said, this is honestly healing too fast, and this needs to stay open so that it will keep healing and it won't come back. It hurt a little bit, but it wasn't that bad. He took a little stick and peeled back some of the skin that was like healing over the wound. It wasn't comfortable, but it wasn't that bad. So I have another appointment in a couple weeks, but I'm resting. This is the first video I filmed since mid-November, so I promise you I have not been working myself hard. I have been a lazy bum. I missed a lot of things in December. I missed like almost all of my Christmas activities. I finally went to see a movie with one of my friends late in December because I was like out for so long. I'm doing better now. And thank you guys for all of your super sweet comments on my update post where I said I was going to the hospital. You guys left a lot of really sweet comments and telling me to be careful with my pots and, you know, making sure I get well. So thank you guys for that. It is now 2025. It has been a year since I started the Cadence Rose business. So it's been exciting, and I'm really excited to have another year with you guys and continue doing this. So yeah, this is Miss Daddy. This is our black pug. She's 3 years old. October 4th is her birthday. So she's been doing okay, but she misses him. I'm not gonna say his name because she'll get upset. But we miss him. She's been doing good. She's a fat girl. I wanted you to see her. So yeah, thank you so much guys for your support and checking on me and caring about my health and stuff. And I hope you guys enjoyed this life update. It was a little bit of a bummer life update, but the orders have been really good in December. The business has been thriving a lot, and you guys are so amazing. But yeah, it's been good, and I'm really lucky. So yeah, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you next time. Say bye bye.